Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Michael.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? So if you're watching this live, apologies for the delays. This is a beefy download.
Yeah, we're a little late, but because we had some trouble with the download speeds over here. We had this in the speed zone, but it turns out the internet in the speed zone
is not very
isn't very
speedy.
fast. Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, we just started downloading Nier Automata Become as Gods edition for the Xbox One.
We got it now, so we're gonna show it to you guys because I think both of us love Nier Automata.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna play through the opening sequence because that's all we have access to right now.
I'm sure you've seen it
I'm sure y'all have seen this many times, but in particular, we're gonna do this because we want to celebrate its release on the Xbox One. So we're gonna create some new save data. What should be our name?
Oh man.
Let's 2B.
Sure.
All right, let's go. Let's get it.
Hussein says, the only reason I came here is to see if there are any differences between the Become as Gods edition and the regular edition. So, I know it comes with the all the DLC, like the Coliseum stuff, and the additional skins that come with that. It also comes with a couple of pods. That I think you could get on the other editions as well. So you're basically just getting like all the DLC.
All in one package.
All in one package for $50.
That lives is designed
Pretty
to
good.
End. We are perpetually
And then I
never
believe it
ending
has
spiral of
that
life
good
and
old
death.
Xbox One X 4K support. It does.
this
Yes,
a
it does
curse?
actually. So you get that. But other than that, I think it's just still Nier. It's not changing too much or anything like that.
And if like I said this on GameSpot Daily earlier, is that if you haven't played this on PC or PS4 and you got an Xbox One, what is you doing? Get this game.
Or you got it on PC and
and you had some
realized
problems.
that was maybe a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, did they ever fix that?
I don't think so. I mean, some people ran it fine, but some others had a lot of audio issues, had frame rate issues. But we're checking to see if the Xbox One version has all the performance that you'd want out of this game. I played this on PS4. It ran fine.
Let's see. So it's still the same game. Yep. Still the same game. For those wondering what system we're playing it on, we're playing it on the
Xbox One X.
Xbox One X. Yes, we are.
And in case y'all aren't in the know of how dope Nier Automata is, it was number 10 on our top 10. Wait, what did I say? 10. It was number 10 on our top 10 games of 2017.
Yeah.
So, and this game is really special because
I wonder if they read the chat. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we
do on this show. So, and if you played the demo at least, you may have not played the whole game, but if you did play the demo, this is what the demo contains. So it's nothing new, but you know, if I get an excuse to play some Nier Automata for y'all, I'm going to do it. During GDC, I also had a on video let's play and semi interview with Yoko Taro himself. So you should definitely check that out afterwards, where he talks a little bit about the inspiration behind certain things. Talks about his favorite fishing mini games, because there is a fishing mini game in this.
There is, yes.
As there are with any JRPG or Japanese game for that matter. And it's a fun time. I did that during GDC, which was back in April. So it's been some time.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, if you haven't played this, was it Ink Mendy? I haven't played this at all. Well, boy, if you got an Xbox, you know what to do. Oh, I got my heavy tat. Yes, get it. One of the biggest draws of Nier Automata is, I know it is the narrative. It does really clever things with narrative structure and the actual story it tells. So if you're into that sort of thing, if you're into stories and games, boy, do we have a game for you. And for me, I'm thinking like, I think I just want to play this game again, because there's a lot to it. And there's a lot of stuff that I may have not like understood the first time around, because this is a very narrative heavy game.
Yeah.
It gets very philosophical.
I gotta say,
sometimes.
this looks sharp. I'm just looking at this.
I played this on a base PS4, and I did have some frame rate issues, which is, I don't really.
I played on a Pro, and it was pretty good. I didn't really have much in the way of frame rate issues, but just like the visual quality looks like sharper. It might be. I'm not 100%, but sometimes you can do a thing with Xbox games where you can like have it like super sample. Which is really
Yeah,
nice.
I think since we're playing on 1X, I think it might be super sampling right now.
So we might be getting a 4K resolution
Downscaled to
downscale
our 1080p
to
monitor.
1080p, which is pretty cool. I think they added that with PlayStation recently as well.
Oh, snap.
I think like Xbox does that by default. I want to say I can't remember offhand. But I know that's the thing that Xbox does, and I think Pro maybe does it as well.
Okay. So I don't stream that often in terms of gameplay streaming. So I'm still getting accustomed to talking and playing at the same time. And trust me, yo, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just can't break up my brain in different compartments that well. But your boy is a little tough. But I do want to talk about Nier a little bit more. And I think in this opening sequence, which you may have seen, like I said many times, you may have seen before, it gives you a taste of all the different varieties of gameplay that it gives you. Because it starts with this kind of this Ikaruga style mech shooter thing. And it changes perspectives and all that. And you're like, what is this game? I thought this was like a third-person platinum action game.
Right.
Well, after this, you'll see a little bit of that. And you'll see, yeah, this game's got some waifus, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. So that's always a positive, which is dope. But like honestly though, the characters and character development in this, you may think they're just like emotionless androids, but they make it work. Trust me. And I don't want to talk about spoilers because this game
By
is
the way,
all about.
there were some people in the chat trying to spoil shit. And,
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Mods are gonna kick you out.
Yeah, you finna get booted.
I had let the mods know that we ain't having any of that. A couple people saying that they had it on PC and it ran fine. That's typically how it is with PC games. Sometimes it runs fine. Sometimes it runs like garbage. But this game definitely had some issues.
Yeah, on PC.
For
Yes,
sure.
I'm aware of
Yeah.
that.
I mean, other than like a few frame drops on PS4, like it ran
No,
perfectly
I think
fine.
It was fine.
Oh, what's up, boy? Okay, light attacks is X. Oh, wow, it's been a while since I played this game, and heavy attacks is Y. All right, cool. I remember this now.
Yeah, this
And-
looks really clean. Like, it's got to be super sampling right now because that looks sharp.
Yeah. All right.
That is definitely something that makes me want to get an X. Like I don't have an X at home,
Mhm.
but just like the fact that like the game's like, man, even if you don't have 4K, it just looks nicer.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
Like, ooh, that looks good.
So they give you some reason to play games on a 1X, even if you don't have a 4K monitor.
Jay says, "Is this game out now?" Yes, it is. It is out today.
Out today.
$50, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I paid full price for this game, and I'll do it again, man.
Yeah. I think
Oh,
it was
what's
actually
up, boy?
maybe $50 when it came out. I want to say it
Oh,
was,
shit.
it was not full 60.
Let's go. Oh, snap. Wait, there's no dodge button. What am I doing? I'm playing too much Blaze Blue. Oh, yeah. Got booted. Oh, the machines are kind of cute. There are some very cute robots in this game.
Yeah.
Like, with their little round heads.
Oh,
and,
they're adorable.
Yeah. Oh, Pascal's Village.
Oh, once it gets to the village, it's the music, the singing.
The music and the voice acting and just...
some of the soundtracks later are really good.
Ooh, man, yeah. I know we're talking over this game right now, but one of the biggest draws of this game is the soundtrack. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. I can't die here because in this sequence, like, you can't save. There's no autosaves.
Yeah.
So I better not die. I better remember how to play
the one thing about
this
the
shit.
beginning of this game is kind of a little harsh. And this was also like the demo, and I
Yeah.
played that demo at least like 3 times, so I am well acquainted with this intro of this game.
Yeah, me too. But it's all good. Just keep firing your pods. You got left trigger to target. Oh, snap. Let's get it.
Do it.
You got left trigger to target. You got R bumper to shoot your pods. And you got right trigger to dodge. Oh, snap.
Redstone says they played a cracked version. Well, I mean, glad you played it, but also, as the game's creators deserve the money.
Yeah, as I've gotten older, I talk about this a lot. As I've gotten older, I think that my mentality when buying games is like, oh, I want to get it for free, or I want to
Right.
get it on like the cheapest sale price. But for me, it's like, nah, I want to like, if it's on sale, of course I'll buy something that I wouldn't have otherwise.
Sure. Yeah.
But I definitely I'm into supporting developers. I very much like.
Yeah, especially a game like this where it's like a low budget, small team.
Even though it's platinum, it's still, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, hi 9S, Nines, as he wants to be called.
I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
Oh yeah, you do that, 9S.
All right. I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Let's go. All right, I was tripping out about dying during that sequence, but I remember that I have a couple of recovery units over here. Let me see. I don't want to change my weapon set. Weapon set's fine.
Why didn't these
only have
guys
one
ask
pie.
Yoko Taro about the patch? The PC patch?
Yeah, he's probably referring to that. I don't know. They've already addressed it by not addressing it, so it's like, I don't know. I think there's. I mean, you might disagree with me, but I think there's more interesting things to ask, specifically Yoko Taro, because he's the visionary behind this, rather than like someone who works on optimizations for like a PC version of a game. So I think like when I had time to speak with Yoko Taro, I was like more interested in learning about narrative structure, and because this game is so wildly out there and totally different from a lot of things that I played in 2017. And especially because if you're familiar with what Nier, the franchise, where it's been, and Drakengard, which is something other people might not be familiar with, like going from the original Nier to this game, what the hell am I doing? I know I don't
go that way, man.
Yeah, that way. I was
couple,
like trying to jump
couple
off.
questions in the chat. Bill was asking, why did they wear blindfolds? So the blindfolds are their like
symbolic.
It's symbolic for one, but then I also think there's like the narrative reason is it like actually like gives them like information in their like.
Oh really?
I want to say it does.
I think you just make it shit up. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
But a lot of it is it's really for the symbolism of the story.
Yeah. There's a moment.
There's a moment. Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, this game has a lot of.
There's a lot of
moments.
Mm.
I'm only 4 hours in. Does the character's combat improve? I mean, the base combat's always the same, but you get like different abilities. You get different
different pods,
different moves. You get different weapon types.
Oh, I was gonna say something. Okay. I'll just keep it to okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
I think people already know that there's multiple playthroughs.
There are multiple playthroughs. You
from different angles.
And so certain combat does.
Yeah, so combat does change slightly over time.
That soundtrack is breathtaking. Why did you mute it? I didn't mute it. It's just probably really low.
Yeah, we can turn it up.
I'll bump it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all. I ain't gotta mute the soundtrack.
Hell no. What's up, boy? Better watch your ass.
I don't know why. There's a lot of people in the comments asking about Gears. Talking about like Gears of War. They're making a new one.
Yep. That's that.
And that's there you go. They're making a new one. It's not
man.
what we're here for, though.
During the Square Enix E3, I don't even know I'm gonna call it press conference, the VOD or whatever.
Yeah, whatever that thing was.
Platinum showed off that they're working on, was it Babylon's Fall or something?
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, wow, what if they revealed a new Nier project? I would trip out. I understand it's a little early.
I know they said that they want to do another thing with Yoko Taro, and Yoko Taro said the same thing. Whether it's in Nier
or something
or
completely
something
different
else. I'll play whatever that man makes.
Hey, I'm in the same boat, dog.
Is this game a reboot? As far as the first Nier, no, it is not.
It
feels
it's not necessarily a sequel, but it builds off of what Nier Gestalt and what Nier what was the other one? Replicant.
Replicant.
Two versions of the same game.
Yeah.
It builds off of what that story was about. So you'll get some references, but it's not, because I didn't play Gestalt or Replicant. There are references to it, but it's definitely not essential in order to jump into this game.
It's more so near the end of the game. Like, for the most part, it almost feels like it maybe isn't in the same world, or it isn't connected.
Yeah.
And then kind of at the end is when they actually get really heavy with the direct references. You start finding like audio logs and books and stuff that are very much connected to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, there's some cool references because towards the end of the game, I started to read up on what those games were about, and then that's how I was able to draw some connections. What am I doing? I'm not using my pod. Always use your pod, man. Pods can only help. Whoa.
When this release on Xbox right now.
Yes.
Play it.
It's out right now. We're playing this on Xbox One
We're
X.
playing it today.
And you should too. If you don't have PS4 or PC, but you have an Xbox, now's the time to play Nier Automata. Man, the soundtrack brings me back. I played this during... I did a... I basically marathoned this game over Thanksgiving break. So I went back home, chilled at my parents' house for Thanksgiving break, and this is the game I solely focused on because we had Game of the Year conversations coming up, and I was like, I think this is something special. Boy, was I right. And I fought my ass off. Me and Jean-Luc fought our asses off to make sure that this got recognition in our Game of the Year list. And we were successful, I would say.
Yes, we managed to get it in there.
Yep. Okay, let's keep going. Wait, did I go back off the wrong way? I think I did. I need to go back the other way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yes, here we go.
You know, ma'am, I'm glad you're here.
If they make a third game, I doubt it'll involve the characters in this game. Nah, I don't think it would either.
Wait, what? If they make another
If they
Nier?
made another Nier, I don't think it would be a direct sequel.
Yeah, I don't think that's like really
Emotions are prohibited.
Yoko Taro style.
Sorry, ma'am.
I also just don't. I don't think there needs to be another Nier.
Yeah, I was gonna say that as someone who saw all the saw all the endings without saying much. I think it doesn't do the thing where it All right, I'm gonna stop myself before I say something. Actually, I just want to say that like it closes out really well.
It closes out really well.
Yeah, and
And I mean, I'm sure he could always find something else to tell in this world, but
Yeah.
I feel like it.
they don't like try and pull a fast one on you like
No, I don't think
like
so.
some games do. So I'm very satisfied with what was told during this game. Some of y'all might think it's I mean, I don't blame people who might think it's like a bit pretentious
Sure.
in terms of the
Yeah,
storytelling
I
and what it
understand-
has to say,
understand
but I'm all about that. I'm all about that life. So let's get some items, dude. And in terms of so Platinum developed this game. This is I think that that was a big deal coming into this game. And I think that mentioning it to Yoko Taro is like, oh, you finally have like a big. I'm going the wrong way. I bet.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. So I do this thing in games where I have
Go
to
back the
I
other
backtrack
route.
myself.
I do.
Like
I do the same
I
thing.
gotta make sure I don't miss no items. I don't miss no secrets, especially in this game where I feel like every corner there's something new to learn.
Ooh. Someone says I was introduced to Automata by GameSpot's top 10 games of the year.
Oh, cool. That. See, that feels great right there, man. We put a lot of heart into arguing for these games because like we need to highlight these games, and you know, to hear that someone found out about a game because we were able to get it on a list.
That is ultimately what I consider Game of the Year about. I hate that it has to devolve into which game's better.
Yeah.
Because to me it's more like, here's a list of rad games you should all play, right?
So if we don't
Now let's
destroy
determine what are the
they'll
top
just keep
10.
coming.
And you're like, do we have to?
Yeah, and it's hard to. You don't necessarily shit on another game. It's just like
Sometimes it does devolve into that because you're like, to
Yeah.
make my argument, I have to like take down this other game, and that's the worst. I don't
yeah,
know.
that doesn't feel very good.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, but in the end, we got a list we're generally happy with, and to hear that feels good.
Somebody says, please, no console wars. Nier loves y'all. I said,
Yeah,
I agree.
I feel that.
Yeah, so people are arguing about
Spread the
PC versus console. None of that. None of that in here.
Yeah, spread the word, man.
Everyone can play Nier.
Yeah, that's the important part. Now we need to get this on Switch. I know everyone's port begging for the Switch, but hey, man, if y'all can bring Nier to Switch, make it work, that'd be tight. Y'all, hey, Platinum's doing Bayonetta 3. They did Bayonetta 1 and 2 for Switch, so keep the Platinum games rolling, man. Except for that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
And that Korra game. Wow.
That what?
Korra? Legend of Korra
Legend of
game?
Korra?
Yeah.
Platinum did something with Avatar?
They did, and I was stoked because I love Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. And
Sorry.
they always had those video games, but they were, they were kind of meant for kids, and they were very simplistic, like beat 'em up, and so I was like, and I was like, man, I feel like this world is so perfect for like a video game. You could do some really cool stuff. And I was like, man, platinum combat with
like airbender
with,
abilities,
like airbending, like martial
firebending.
arts. I was like, that would be awesome. And then they're like, we're doing it. Platinum's making a Legend of Korra game. I'm like, yeah. And it was like trash.
Oh,
and I was so heartbroken.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Let's oh damn it.
That was
I
like
hate
the biggest disappointment.
Oh, that's the most annoying attack is when these little robots do their
they do
swinging
the
arm
little-
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get caught up in that. It's no fun. Yeah. This Nier's gameplay is a little it has that platinum spirit. I would say it's not as what do you call it? I'm not saying it's not as good, but
What, the combat?
yeah, it's a little
It feels a little unrefined. I'm trying to think of the way to put it.
I don't say unrefined. It's sticky in some places. It feels a little sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah. But I think it works throughout the entire game. Some people fell off of it because of that. Maybe their expectations were just a little bit different, but
I think if you're coming at it from the like a Bayonetta level of like intense
Expectations,
combos,
yeah.
expectations, it's not gonna be that for you.
yeah.
But I still think it feels like I think even this feels better than like most non-platinum. Like,
Yeah,
hack and slash.
actually, yeah.
Like they just know how to make a good hack and slash. Even if the combat in this is more simplistic than say like a Bayonetta, it still feels good.
Yeah. I had a ton of fun throughout the entire game. So I don't have a problem with any of the gameplay elements with it. Some of the camera work was a little difficult though. But
Wolf says, let's be honest, GameSpot, we just need Metal Gear Rising Revengeance 2. Hell yeah.
I would not oppose that. Because that game was Doctor is
Doctor
top tier character.
I love all the boss fights. I love the like Japanese butt rock that plays in that game. Like the soundtrack in that game's great.
That
The
game
combat's
is
good.
ridiculous.
That game is so dumb.
It's so dumb that it's good.
The ending boss battle of that game predicted the 2018 political climate in America. It's
It's
that
something.
that game's ahead of its time.
For reals. Who knew in 2018 we would be saying that Metal Gear Rising Revengeance is ahead of its time? Oh, it was ahead of its time. There we go. Sick dodge, Michael. Yeah, I agree. All right. All this perspective switching in the intro sequence, man. It's pretty cool. Because you got a taste of everything.
A couple of people are saying they did like Team NT and would like a second one. So I heard it was okay. It's like I don't think it was as bad as that Korra one.
I wouldn't call it bad.
I think it was just probably like undercooked a little bit, if I had to guess. You know, like just maybe didn't have enough time.
Right.
Get this work on. That's the thing about Platinum is they always feel like they got 5 projects going on at once.
Yeah.
And they gotta
they have several teams working on separate projects.
right.
Which is understandable. I mean, if you're putting out multiple games, if a developer is putting out multiple games like in consecutive years or in the same year, they have multiple teams working on different projects.
Right.
Kind of like Ubisoft does it. Not Call of Duty, but the 3 studio approach for Call of Duty. That's what's going on. So they're just not like copying and pasting, pumping out the same thing the whole time. Is this where I came from? Yes, this is where I came from. The maps in this game, it's funny because the maps are low-key trash, but they work it into the story saying, hey, up in the space station, we don't have that good of a signal.
Yeah, they like
so your
try to
maps are gonna look
justify
like
it,
trash.
looking like trash.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I was like, all right, I see y'all. I'm with it. I don't.
It depends. It depends on the game. Sometimes they do that. Like, I hate when games are like, here's this tutorial, and then the like, it's like really like bad, boring tutorial, and then they're like, we'll make it better by having the character be like, oh man, isn't this tutorial the worst?
Yeah,
it's so boring,
that's
and you're
dumb.
like, yeah, you should have not put it in here. You're right.
Yeah, but it's like thematically fitting, and I was like,
yeah,
all right.
I actually kind of like the way the map looks in this game.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
It can
but
be a little
it is a little
frustrating,
yeah, it's a little frustrating in terms of like telling verticality.
Yeah,
in the map.
when you're trying to hunt for certain things, it can be a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Yes, but oh man, how much I love this game. I love this game a lot. All right, we gonna fight some things that are like a million times bigger than 2B.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's
Oh,
a bit
yeah?
of a hike, but should we check it out?
Yes, 9S, we should.
It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
Yeah, and shitty maps. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Carter
Ooh.
says the UI for this game is great. It is.
Yeah, it's the first thing that jumped out to me. I was like, this is very Metal Gear-ish. Like the UI elements, and oh man, later in the game, some of the things that they do with UI and integrating it with storytelling is very Metal Gear-ish. And
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
If you like Yoko Taro, or if you like Kojima and his like kind of wall breaky meta like commentary stuff, then like Yoko Taro is in the same.
He's in the same
vein.
camp.
He's like the more indie version of Kojima.
He's the independent. Well, I mean, Kojima's independent too now, so he's free.
But you know, Kojima's like the rock star
Yeah.
of that shit. And, like I don't know, like Yoko Taro's like the. He's like that indie dude. You go
Shit.
you go see like a small show in like a basement.
Yes.
He's gonna break shit down for you, and you're like, damn.
But he made it, man. He made it to the big leagues. with
I
this
love
game.
the scene of like kind of still small time, but like very like eccentric Japanese developers. Yoko Taro, Swery 65.
Oh, yeah. Swery 65.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was saying a Suda 51.
No.
That's
Also Suda.
another
I was
one.
gonna mention him after Suda
Yeah.
as well. Suda is like the punk rock
Yeah.
of video game developers.
Yeah. He's cool. Really like No More Heroes.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
like,
Suda joint, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like No More Heroes, Killer 7, which they're gonna put on
Ooh.
Steam this year.
Yeah. Speaking of Steam, look at these machines break down. Or actually transform. Transformers. Look at this. This is what do you call these? Ingalls robots?
Ingalls, yeah.
They got they fit in a lot of philosophical stuff into this game for a little flair.
Yeah, a lot of characters are named after
2B is deliberately named for reasons that you could probably guess.
But obviously, just see like Angle and Pascal. Like,
Oh yeah.
named after like philosophers and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And was it I was gonna say the character Jean-Luc, but Jean-Paul, is it?
Jean-Paul,
Yeah.
also based after a person named Jean-Paul.
Yeah. And in that was it in the amusement park sequence, the boss in that also has something to do with relating to Jean-Paul and
Yes.
like theories of human beauty and all that
Yup.
other stuff. A lot of deep. This game is deep, man. Some deep shit. If you want a deep game, you got it right here, man. I say that in jest, but actually, I mean it too. Makes you think. We need more games that make us think, and also like a ton of fun to play as well. So
I think that's the secret sauce, right? Is this game is like fun to play in its own right, and then it throws in that like heavy shit at you.
yeah,
And you're like, oh damn, I wasn't expecting this.
yeah. It doesn't really do that thing that Metal Gear does, where here's a 1 hour cutscene to explain to you why this is deep, or to dole out story details. It's very quick and snappy
Right.
throughout the game about those kinds of things. So, you know, it's tight.
Favorite comment. It's deep and also has anime butt. It's great.
Yes, it has. I don't know, man. It has everything you could possibly ask
it's
for.
really, like, what more do you want?
Everything you could possibly ask for.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dodge that shit.
I only want Nier Automata for Switch just to get 2B and Smash. I really want 2B
Dude.
versus Bayonetta.
Oh,
I was thinking,
that's too.
like, just
that's,
a platinum fighter, right? Like,
Huh.
you get Bayonetta, get Metal Gear, Revenge. Like, you could just, I don't know, just platinum.
yeah, a platinum fighter.
Platinum fighter.
Oh man, I would love 2B 9S and A2 to be in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. I want everything
Well, that was,
in Blaze Blue, man.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, there's a when asked what characters he would want to put in from other franchises, the director for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle was like, I don't know, man, I've been playing Nier Automata, and that game is great. I'd love to get 2B in the game, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh my god, an anime version of 2B, like anime portraits. Anime style portraits and like
work, yeah.
and the sprite work that's in Blaze Blue games
So good.
for 2B.
I'd be into that.
I'd be hella into that.
She definitely have a Narukami hide vibe with the sword.
Yeah, with the swords and everything. And like her A can be like her light attack, and well, I mean that's how generally.
Did he say he wants
work.
to smash 2B?
Did I say that?
No.
I never said that, but I never didn't say that.
We did not say that either.
Hey man. Hey man, waifus. It's a whole thing. All right, let's save
The creative director.
9S.
That's the one he said. Yes.
Wait, what?
It was the creative director for
Who?
Blaze Blue who said he wanted 2B.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? There we go. That was a little janky right there, but it's all good.
Crowd's getting thirsty for 2B up in the chat.
Okay, that's y'all's business, and but I am also keep it respectful, but I'm not gonna stop y'all. I mean, let's be real. Let's just be real. To be real. Okay, I'm in a 2D sequence. I can't move to and from. Let's go save 9S's problematic ass. Problematic as in he gets himself in some
trouble.
Yeah, he gets himself in trouble. He's a little bit of the bratty type. But let's just say he evolves as a character. And he gets real bratty.
Yeah.
But for reasons.
He does.
Everyone has their reasons in this game. Alright, A. No, 9S. Damn. Look at that fool's. That fool don't skip leg day.
There's a line with 9S is one of my favorite parts of the game.
Do you want to tell me?
No. Spoilers.
Tell me after the stream.
I'll tell you after.
All right.
You probably know what line it is too. I love that line. It's so good.
Is it towards the end of the game? Or is it during okay,
it's on the second playthrough.
Okay.
Ooh, 2B in Soul Calibur 6.
That'd be cool.
Kind of not feeling Geralt. Well, I'm feeling Geralt.
I'm feeling Geralt too.
For sure.
But I'm not opposed to
2B would have been pretty good as well.
Just do what I say.
Oh my
Square
God.
Enix doesn't really have a fighting game
don't.
in their camp, do they?
I don't think so. They have a lot of good characters throughout history. Imagine having
I guess they have Dissidia, but that's just a Final Fantasy specific thing.
So if we have a Square Enix cross tag battle, we could have 2B versus Agent 47.
Well, not anymore because he's technically not.
Damn.
Warner Brothers. Well, Warner Brothers
Totally
doesn't
forgot.
own it; they're just helping publish it.
Okay.
Technically, IO still owns
The Hitman IP.
Hitman IP.
That would be dope. Agent 47 and 2B versus Adam Jensen and
Agent 47 in a level that's an anime convention, and he cosplays as 2B.
damn.
As a disguise.
Oh my god.
I think a lot about like what would be like awesome levels for
Hitman.
And the biggest one I think of is like conventions. I think would be like so cool. Like anime convention, I want like him in like a waifu outfit or something.
He just like got his dead ass serious face on him, but he's got like a really cute cosplay going on.
Yeah. I always think of like an E3 like type parody event,
yeah.
especially because you could have a like booth that has a Hitman parody game in the booth, and then Agent 47 has to like cosplay as the Hitman cosplayer. I think that'd be like really good. Like you could get really meta with that in a way that I would be very into.
I would as well.
Who did the voices for the English dub of this? I'm actually not sure. Yuri Lowenthal is 9S. I know that.
Is he?
Yeah,
Of course he is.
Of course he. Dude, come on. You can hear that.
That
You can
fool
hear that
does like
Yosuke.
all those. He does all those types.
He's
He's good at it though.
If there's ever a whiny anime boy.
It's Yuri Lowenthal.
I don't know who does
Respect to
2D though, but I like her voice acting.
I do. I don't have a second shooting ability with this, do I? I just have the sword. Some Zone of the Enders shit going on right here.
A little bit.
Oh man, I miss me some Zone of the Enders.
Hitman 2 is supposed to start in Miami. I want to see Agent 47 disguised as Pitbull the rapper.
Dude, that's
Pretty good.
That's such a good idea.
Is Pitbull like relevant anymore?
I think he's dude. He's Mr. Worldwide.
Well, that dude adapts to the current trends.
That
like
fool-
no one's
yeah,
business.
yeah.
Like I don't like Pitbull, but I at least respect his hustle. I respect his hustle.
Oh yeah,
I don't necessarily like his music, but
say that.
I can respect it.
I could second that. His tweets are hilarious too. He's
I
very
have not checked him out on Twitter, but I can only imagine.
like for July 4th of July, he has like a photo of American flag with his own face, like opaque in the background of it. It's really good.
That dude loves to talk about himself.
Yeah, he inserts himself in some really
I think
silly ways.
My favorite one was the when he did the Men in Black 3 song, because everyone's like,
the hell?
everyone remembers like the Men in Black Will Smith song.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the first one. They're like, well, we gotta do one for the second one. Will Smith did it, wasn't that good. So for the third one, they got Pitbull to do it, and you're like, oh, okay, he's gonna like, you know, talk about like the movie, right? The way like the other one was. He just kind of talks about himself.
Yeah, that sounds like
the whole
Pitbull.
time, and you're like, is this even related? And he's like mentioned something about traveling in time and aliens, and you're like, I don't know.
I don't think that's how this works, but okay. Contract's been signed.
Yeah.
Song's been done.
I
No
was
looking
like,
back.
honestly, this is what I could expect from Pitbull.
It's a good man. Actually, I don't know that.
Pitbull writes Pitbull fanfic. Arguably, I think like all rappers kind of basically like aren't most
They have
rappers.
their songs are almost like I wouldn't say fictionalized versions, of this, but they have an imagination.
hyper realized versions of themselves.
Yeah.
I'd
So
say, for sure, they're like all rappers write fanfic about themselves in their songs.
Yeah, I'm sure
in their own way.
you just didn't know until now.
Exactly.
All right, back to Nier.
Wait,
So-
apparently Yuri Lowenthal doesn't do 9S?
Really?
This is Kyle McCarley?
Wow, what the?
That sounds straight up like Yuri Lowenthal.
Hey man, wait, let me.
This is going to end well.
Wow, really?
Wow, thank you for
Yeah, I had no idea.
Ryu to Burninator,
Black box.
Trogdor to Burninator.
It's ready.
There's definitely a couple
Right.
that
It looks like Yuri Lowenthal.
a little bit.
Video games, yeah, Nier Automata.
Yeah. Damn. Totally does. All right, I was wrong.
We stand corrected.
Oh, he also does the voice of Hyde.
Destruction of enemy.
Oh, the American
Yeah.
or the English.
Who also
Hyde.
I thought sounded like Yuri Lowenthal, but not enough that I was like, I don't know if that is Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, Hyde and Hyde's English voice acting is like that,
It was an honor to fight with you.
like bratty teenager that's like,
Yeah.
what is it? What's the word? Disinterested. What's the word I'm looking? Apathetic.
Apathetic, a little self-absorbed.
Yeah. Oh, this is a very deep moment in the game where you know, shit happens.
Some shit happens.
Yeah. The black boxes touch and destruction happens, but as you'll see in a few seconds, it's not the end of 9S and 2B. It is only the beginning of the tale of 9S and 2B.
I used this in my intro for my Game of the Year montage. I'm thinking,
Dude.
I kind of want to go watch that again.
That game, the Game of the Year montage you did for Nier was like, bruh, that I was.
I got to do that one. I got to do Persona, and I was really happy with both of those.
Both of those, like.
Very rarely do I go back and like watch my own work because I'm, usually I'm like, that was trash, right? But that Nier one, I was like, nah, this is giving me goosebumps, and I made it, and I feel pretty good about this one.
I got choked up with that shit, dude. Like real talk,
So,
got me emotional, man.
mission complete and all that, huh?
If you want to see that, we did a we did a bunch of montages for all our Game of the Year stuff last year, and we compiled them all into one video. You can go check out on YouTube. I think it's just like GameSpot's top 10 games of 2017, and you'll get this sick montage everyone in the office got to make, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked that.
I did that.
It was a lot of work, but it was really fun.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
You do it for the
There
love.
wasn't a whole lot of
Exactly.
bandwidth down there, you know. I probably only had enough time to back up your memories.
Whoa.
Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh,
I
really?
see.
You could say that again. Remember
Glory to
that.
mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Someone wants us to do self-destruct in the bunker. I've actually never
Oh.
done that.
Yeah.
What
It's
happens?
one of the joke endings.
One of the joke endings.
Oh, look, Arthur. It's the Arthur meme.
Oh. That took me a minute. I was like, what?
There's also in the opening of Yakuza 0, there's a little zoom in on Kiryu squeezing his fists. No, that's not correct.
My friend who I got into, I'm getting all my like friends back home on the East Coast into Yakuza, and I got one of them in a 0, and he just got to chapter 3, and I told him like, yo, message me when he gets to chapter 3.
Because is that Majima's?
That's when you get to
yeah.
Majima, and and he got to it, and I was like, right? And he's like, dude.
Dude, that's when I knew Majima's something special, man.
The year mankind's glorious history came
All
to
right.
a sudden and abrupt end.
Sure. Okay, we're gonna go through this little
Beyond the stars.
cutscene right here, and then we'll get to Earth.
We'll get to Earth.
We'll roam around.
Yeah, we got about 15 more minutes we can go for.
Yeah, we'll roam around, and then maybe we'll end on the self-destruction in the bunker. That might be a good idea.
Seeking refuge on the moon.
I don't like this. One thing I don't like about this game is the camera view. It feels like I'm playing some mobile games.
Camera's a little tricky. I think I
It's
had
a little
the
tricky. I don't really get the mobile game comparison.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't play many mobile games, but yeah, the camera's always tough with these
it's
kinds of
kind of
games.
the same problem I had with Final Fantasy 15 playing on controllers, with it because the attack buttons are on the face, and when I'm attacking, I can't use the right stick to
Right.
move the camera. So then I get in situations where I'm attacking and then the camera moves,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh man, I can't really see anything.
Are our ultimate weapon.
That's why I prefer games like Bayonetta and Devil May
Understood,
Cry do a better job. Like you can manually adjust the camera, but they try and set up the camera and the environment in such a way where it'll kind of auto do it for you. It's kind of the best way to.
My man, Ryu the Burninator. First off, the name is dope, but this fool says my favorite games of 2017 were Yakuza 0, Nier Automata, and Persona 5.
All right, this is a good
Boy.
dude. This is a good dude.
Boy, ooh man, you're a good person. You're a good person.
You're a good human being.
Yes,
we
love you, man.
We love you.
Because I think that was
That's like,
that was literally my top 3.
yeah. I mean, the only reason Yakuza 0 did not end up in my top 10 is because I didn't play it
Until 2018.
Until 2018.
Yeah.
But I did, and I was like, retroactively, this is like one of my 3 favorite games of the year.
Yeah, like literally, it's probably those 3. Like honestly, are probably my top 3 games I played in recent that have released in recent time that
Yeah.
really affected me in big ways. For many reasons, for very different reasons. Also, they all kind of tapped into something different that I didn't even know I was looking for until.
Hey, should I buy
Until
this
I
game?
knew.
Please rate it. Like a score? Well, here at GameSpot we gave it a 9.
Which I think is-
Which I think is good.
it's
I think
fair.
That's the appropriate score.
Yeah. Okay, this is good. Let's get it. Okay, right then. Let's get started. So they do this thing where they calibrate you through the menus, but it's like, oh, hey, we're recalibrating your robot body. How's this look? This looks great. Thank you. Thanks, Ninus.
Carter says, "Oh, I love this part." Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, so this is like one of the things that they do with UI
Yeah.
and menus. That's a little bit cool on the narrative side. I'm gonna call you out. Make sure you.
Read
hear
to
my
Burn
voice.
and says, "All 3 have great soundtracks too." That's true.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Ninus. Now,
hello?
now shut up.
Are we good now?
Would you ever do it where if you go all the way back down and then say, you'd be like, but wait, if you keep it all the way low, you can't hear me.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, there's a lot of little tidbits like that.
Anyway, that takes care of the settings.
Okay.
Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing.
Okay.
Wait a sec. We need to restore those.
Yeah.
I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself.
Says y'all only give 10s to Call of Duty. I don't think we've ever given a Call of Duty a 10.
Call of Duty's never.
So
gonna
that
win.
is objectively wrong.
If things go wrong during
That
an op,
statement
you
right
may have to
there.
sacrifice yourself in
Sometimes
order
you're
to
just
finish
wrong,
it.
man.
So
I know how it is sometimes.
once you're
Sometimes I'm
finished
just
making
wrong.
Have we ever
adjustments,
given
go ahead
have
and
we
close
ever
this out.
given the only one I could see would be Modern Warfare.
No.
But I don't think we did. GameSpot. I'm curious now.
Morning.
Good morning, Ninus. Now get the hell out of my room.
Hey, can you guys show some gameplay?
I mean,
We are.
The commander's put me
No,
in
we'll
charge
get
of your
to Earth.
We'll get to
You know,
Earth.
you just got to go through some
Regular
story
checks
stuff.
on you from now on.
No, man, we've never given a Call of Duty
Oh,
a
don't worry.
a
We
10.
9S models are
to my
the best
knowledge.
around, you know.
Maybe 2? Maybe
Though I
2. Let's see
suppose
if we
we're
gave 2 a
not
10.
exactly
No, we
known
didn't.
for our
Trust me,
modesty.
I've been
You-
following GameSpot since I was 12.
Okay. You
I know scores off the top of my brain.
All right.
Ask me a game and I could probably guess its guess its score.
Metroid Prime.
9.1.
No need to be so formal.
Damn.
All right.
Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
I almost forgot.
9.6 or 9. No, 9.6. The PS3 version got a 9.3.
Damn, dude. Yeah, 9.3.
I know my GameSpot history, boy.
Oh my god. Oh my
You
god.
can see access points on the close range map.
Wow.
Be sure to save off.
Am I right?
It said 9.3 for 9.3 for PC.
Oh.
Or no, sorry. 9.3 for PC.
Oh, 9.5 for PS3.
For PS3. Didn't
Damn.
that version have issues though? And then Shivering Isles got 8.6. So you were real close. I'll give that to you, man. You were
All right,
super
cool.
close.
I got the Metroid
Witcher
Prime
3
right
is an 11 out of 10. Did we give Witcher 3 a 10?
there. Witcher 3 got a 10.
That got a 10,
Yes,
yeah.
Commander.
I was
You
going to say, that had to
detonated
have gotten a
your
10.
But understood.
Detonating your black box.
What games have y'all given a 10? Did The Witcher 3 get a 10? Because it's amazing. Yes. Witcher 3 got a 10. Uncharted got a 4 got a 10.
Got a 4 out of 10. That sounds about right.
Doesn't your heart have a dedication?
That's messed.
Damn!
Already?
Oh, that's cold.
The hot Uncharted takes, man.
New Dark Souls lovers here. Plop. Dude, I love Dark Souls. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Souls games are dope.
Understood.
Huge Dark Souls fan. I think we gave. What else did we give 10? Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild,
And
Mario
Mario
Odyssey,
we give a 10.
MGS 5.
Surface?
Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yeah,
Got
we
a
gave
10?
3 10 out of 10s in 2017. Man,
Yeah.
2017?
10 spot.
It's a
we
good
were
year.
like 9 and 10 spot.
We're-
Oh, look
They
at
can't
that.
mass-produce these
In
things
the
yet.
chat,
The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
Ryan has put in the gallery link for all of our 10s.
Oh, yes.
That's thank you, Ryan.
Check out all the 10s out of 10s. Oh,
Well, that's just because of that's our thing.
oh, okay. So yeah, y'all can check that out. Let's get to Earth real quick.
So in the chat, just Dark Souls who rang.
Wow.
Just heard the word Dark Souls. Ears perked.
I was gonna make a Dark Souls joke,
Ooh.
but I'm not gonna do it.
Rio DeBurninator wants to know what the Devil May Cry 2 score was.
Oh
Do you
man,
know
that is.
one.
Sorry, I'm just gonna guess.
Alright.
8.6.
That's high.
What was the MC2 trash?
Yeah, DMC2's trash.
8.1. 6.4. I was way off. Sorry.
Yeah, that game is trash.
I
I was gonna
was-
say like a 6 or something.
I'm not too familiar with my DMC lore. Sorry to say.
2's not a good game.
Okay, well now I know. Damn. You got me with that one, Burninator. Alright, let's go. Let's go.
I love me some Homestar Runner.
Yeah, oh yeah. Homestar Runner is very near and dear to my heart when I first got a computer.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a computer till I was 14. And I found out about Homestar Runner through watching a ton of G4.
Oh really?
Yeah, but I couldn't watch Homestar Runner because I didn't have a computer at home. So when I did, I was like binge watch on Strong Bad Emails.
Yeah, I just perused before YouTube was the thing. I just watched Flash videos all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. Oh, I don't. Oh man, I ain't got no.
Newgrounds.
Oh man,
Albino Black Sheep, all those sites.
I don't have no. They took away all my recovery.
Oh
Units.
no.
Oh man. Oh, we gotta get to Earth.
We gotta get to Earth. We gotta get to a little bit of Earth here.
We gotta get to Earth. Sorry, I was distracted by. I was reminiscing on Homestar Runner because of our friend Ryu the Burninator.
Will this be retail for Xbox? I assume you mean like,
There's hard
like
copies
hard
out.
copies? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't see why not.
You ever play the Homestar Runner game made by Telltale?
No, I never did.
It's really good.
Is it the what we know as Telltale now?
No, it's like Sam & Max Season 1 and 2
Okay.
style Telltale. So
Okay.
it's more like a typical point-and-click adventure game.
So I used to go to, before Comic-Con became like a whole thing for the entertainment industry, back in the mid-2000s, Telltale had a booth next to Mega 64.
I remember that.
And since since Comic-Con was in San Diego, my hometown, I would go every year, and I would always say what's up to Rocco and Derek and Sean, the homies of Mega 64, and I would see Telltale's booth there, and I was there because I wanted like Homestar Runner merch or like stickers and stuff. I was like, what's this Telltale's thing all about? Who are they and what do they do?
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Sam & Max Season 1 and 2. Because I have a love for Sam & Max. I read like the original comics and watched the TV show and went back and played the old LucasArts game.
Yeah.
Sam & Max is near
Sam
and dear
Max
to my
is
heart.
cool. Yeah. I like
But yeah, the Telltale game, Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
Oh yeah.
That was like one of the last things they ever did with Homestar before they went on that like really, really long hiatus. But it's completely written by the two brothers, the Chapman brothers, I think, right? Were they the ones?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So it's completely written by them. They do all of the VO, and it feels just like an interactive Homestar.
That's cool.
Like
yeah.
you play a Strong Bad, you'll even do like an email segment and stuff.
Oh,
you can make your own Teen Girl Squad like comics.
Oh my God,
Like,
Teen Girl.
If you like Homestar and you've never played that game, you should absolutely play it.
I
Because it
love.
is filled. It just feels like you're playing like an interactive Homestar
Oh my God.
videos, and it's so good.
Oh, Teen Girl Squad. That brings me back, man.
We're getting horribly off topic here.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so we made it to Earth, the city ruins. Now, the song that perpetually plays in the open world, the city open world, is
really
like
good. And the way it layers over the course of the game,
Yeah,
it gets
there's, like,
adds vocals.
the city changes over the course of the story, and so like the music evolves with it. And I don't know, man. Like now, when I listen to that song or this song that plays here, can I just okay, I'll just float down. I don't need to go through this building.
Some people are talking about how Bloodborne should have deserved a 10 for the soundtrack alone. I love Bloodborne. I'll agree that it. I mean, the real problem with that game is the frame rate is rough.
Yeah, for that type of game, I think it deserves better performance. But trust me, yo, I love me some Bloodborne.
Bloodborne's probably one of my favorite games this generation.
Yeah,
For
I would
sure.
I would not disagree with you on that.
More and more enemies like this lately.
I wanted to dislike Bloodborne, so I only have 400 hours into it. Shameful.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, that happens sometimes, man.
Yeah, I don't know how many hours I put into that game, but I have beat it like 3-4 times now,
Oh,
and
damn.
I 100%ed it. Did all the Chalice Dungeon stuff. Done a couple New Game Plus runs. I like that game a lot.
Oh, just
Drew here is saying he likes to keep all their games physical if possible. Only few downloads. The only exception is PC. I'd like to get a physical copy for a game that like means something to me.
yeah, definitely. I think I do that for my PS4 games. Like I get
Yeah.
the hard copies for games that I know that I'm gonna love a lot. Like I have we have hard copies of
We have of Nier,
Nier Automata on PS4,
which we
signed by Yoko
we got signed by
Taro.
Yoko Taro. I ain't getting rid of that.
We were
shit.
total dorks when he came into here.
We were total dorks about it.
I was all like very professional. I was like, "Oh yeah, welcome. Thank you for coming here. We're gonna do a let's play. We're gonna have an interview. Some
at the
interview
very
questions."
end, I was just like,
And then
"Yo,
at the
let's
end,
sign
it's
our
like,
copies."
it's like, can we get pictures too?
Now that we've done the professional part, let's just geek out.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, but no, I like getting physical copies of games that mean, because it's the same with I'm the same with movies where like I don't get that many physical copies of movies, but I like the idea of having a shelf that you can look at, and it's like this represents my taste.
Yeah,
and what
exactly.
I consider important. So these are the movies that I consider important to me. These are the games I consider important to me. And that's kind of how I treat it.
You know about
Bloodborne never received pro features, did it? No, it did not, unfortunately, which was a bummer.
I'm the leader of the android resistance that controls most
Oh,
of this
apparently the
territory.
waiting list for the Nier vinyls is up again. I never got those.
I would love to get my hands on the Nier vinyl.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I think they also put out vinyls for
Please feel free to ask
the
them
original Nier
anything
as
you
well.
like.
Oh, did they? I think I've toyed with the idea of playing the original Nier. I don't know.
Yeah,
how
I've
that
never
would make
played
me
it.
feel.
I've seen enough about it to know that like it's kind of slog.
Mm-hmm.
Like the story stuff sounds really cool though.
Yeah,
it's just like,
definitely.
is it worth me putting up with? Who knows?
Stock up on medium recoveries, because my ass is gonna get beat if I don't have.
Is it running in
recoveries.
4K? So no, we're not running the game in 4K because we're streaming. So we're not streaming in 4K. But the game is very likely super sampling because it looks really sharp,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something that Xbox does. Ryu DeBurninator says, "I wish I had bought the black box edition." Me too.
Yeah.
It was the kind of thing where like
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't know until Thanksgiving. This game came out in February of
Yeah, you and
2017,
me were the same. Yeah.
and we're like, "Oh, this seems interesting. We'll get to it when we have time." And I didn't have time till
Yeah, 'cause, yeah,
October,
it was playing, like,
November.
Persona and all that other stuff.
Yeah, hey, that's a whole nother rabbit hole we can go down. I wonder if I can make it to Pascal's Village in the next couple minutes.
Oh man, that's gonna
That'd be a good. Wait, can
I
I?
don't think you can.
Like, how hard is it to get there?
You got to do a couple quest stuff. I
Oh,
believe.
right. No, you have to do the.
You got to do the whole desert thing.
Yeah, I'm getting my sequences.
Oh yeah, you got to do
mixed
the
up.
desert. You got to do. You
You
don't
gotta
go
do
there
the.
until
You don't go there until you finish the
the
amusement park.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
I'm tripping. Sorry.
What about HDR? Have you guys checked that out yet? I have not actually.
We should-
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, we have an HDR TV out here
Yeah, we
in
can
the
always
office, so
Check it
that's
out.
definitely something I actually need to test out because I'm doing the
Some
updated
games
review.
are weird with HDR. Like I thought Monster Hunter World. I love that game, but I think I had bad HDR.
Oh, it was like too saturated, huh?
Yeah, that game in general just has a washed out look to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then like HDR didn't really look. It didn't look different at all. Like it had support, but I like swapped back between the two, and I'm like, I can't even tell. It still looks really washed out,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that was just kind of the style they were going for.
Yeah.
But it didn't like. I was just like, there's no reason here.
Were you talking about Monster Hunter?
I was talking about Monster Hunter, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This game has some good. It also has a little bit of a washed out look as well.
And I think that's part of its style.
This is more. Monster Hunter was hard for me to tell if it was deliberate or not. This feels more intentional.
Yeah.
But it also has a lot of color pop to it as well, and I feel like it could look really good with HDR.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely test it out and see how it looks.
Oh, we can't find Emil, right? He's not till later.
Yeah. Emil
Damn.
doesn't show up until later,
I
but
want to hear that. I want to hear that music.
Emil's a very good character, and if you played the first Nier, you may recognize him.
It is time for your regularly scheduled
Ah,
contact.
okay, Operator
This is
60.
Judy. Nothing to report.
Good to hear.
All right, where should we should wrap this up fairly soon, right?
Does that
Yeah.
question have
Where should I
anything to do with
wrap
our
this up?
operation?
Let's go.
Let's go do some combat.
I just
Yeah.
figured it might feel nice
Let's
to
whack
have
some
good
fools.
weather.
Where is the
Nice
fish
has no
lady?
bearing on completing missions.
The fish lady. She's the one.
So like YouTube-y.
Wait,
Anyway, talk
she's
to
the
you
one
later.
is at the bottom of the canyon in the main city ruins who asks you to catch a bunch of stuff, I think.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly. It's been a while since I played this game.
Read to Bernay says they're buying the Power Armor edition of Fallout. I think that sold out because I remember like looking at that after E3. I was like, I kind of want to get that because I'm a Fallout fanboy for sure. And I'm pretty sure it was all sold out. So if you haven't gotten it already, I think it might be too late.
All right. Let's.
But maybe they'll open up orders. They kind of did that with Fallout 4. That's how I got my Pip-Boy edition.
the show.
I missed the initial run, but then they popped up a second run, and I just like sniped on that.
Word. All right, I'm gonna climb this tower, and I think that I'm just gonna do a little pan of around the world, how much
Do
we
it.
can see, and then I think that'll be the end of our stream. So, I get some nice booty shots right
Yeah,
here for
someone says you
y'all.
need to find a ladder so you can show off that booty.
So it wasn't intentional. I just wanted to get to a high point in the city, so you can take a look at we can get a nice view of everything, a view of everything, including. Some of you folk out there, I
Alright.
don't blame y'all, but
Well, that's Nier. It is the same Nier we all love, and if you haven't played it you should play it. Now's another chance for you Xbox owners to check out one of the best games of 2017.
Yeah, Nier Automata means a lot to me, and I think that if you haven't, what?
I said absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, and if you haven't, if you're curious about it and you haven't tried it out, now's as good a time as any to get into Nier Automata.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Let me think. Oh yes, at 2 o'clock, we're gonna have our Call of Duty stream. We're having the devs from Sledgehammer are gonna stop by, and they're gonna show off the new zombie map for us. So we're gonna be playing that.
Okay.
That should be pretty cool. And then tomorrow, I think unless something changes, me and Ben are gonna be playing Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, which is this like battle royale parody game that popped up on Steam that has actually been getting decent traction.
I'm not aware of this.
I thought you were the battle royale person now.
No, I've handed off that title. I'm no longer Daddy Royale.
You're no longer Daddy Royale?
Nope,
Oh,
I don't.
man.
I don't want that title. I've handed it off.
Who'd you give
I'm
it to?
done. I gave it to Nick, but Nick's gonna have to hand it off to someone else.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I don't. I'm not in that business anymore.
Yeah.
But
we have plenty of great streams all throughout the week, so make sure to stay tuned and see you guys later.
thank you all for watching. Bye.